season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Release to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. The quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Lewis. Gets a little breathing room there as he's out of bounds at the 10.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Vols line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Running on the Jets. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Hunt is on its way. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll try to get outside. Got a little space. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last two drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before that.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And the quarterback's showing a lot of toughness on that play, being able to focus downfield with all that pressure coming right ahead.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fires into the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Bringing it back. The 20. Touchdown, Volunteer. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Knight. Rush is on it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Thielen on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On fourth down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the back. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmaker.
And he hauls it in at the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackle.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Looking to throw on third and long. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Exactly what this defense needed. Listen, they're at a deficit. They talked about.
How about this, a fake? How about that pressure dialed up by the defense? Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Off the play fake on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field.
Going for it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. Smashes through the tackle. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got a man in the middle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This time he's got his man. Still running up the 40. Wide open
this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Brings up second and goal.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got to get it.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Tennessee 17, Auburn 7.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw it. He's going to fire deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Caught over the middle, it's Thompson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp.
Man, that's a great job playing the fake. That's one of the hardest plays to defend, especially down here near the goal line. Nice job staying inside the receiver, staying glued to him close enough where he can get a hand on the football and knock it down.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. It's Lewis. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on down.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Throws it back. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He might want another play. To the air on second down. Looking deep. Makes the grab. All out of space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure...
Sent it downfield. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown ball! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He makes a catch. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Tigers.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Now the toss. Got enough for the first. Lots of running room. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Fires and picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And the ball, and they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back.
He's loose. I know both of these teams will rank